This video is in response to AericWinter, who wants to know how to iron a shirt. I'm going to give it a shot for you. It's been a few years, but I used to be good at this. Make certain that the shirt you're going to iron is actually clean. It's just no fun to find out that you ironed the shirt that you have already gotten dirty and you got to iron another one. Now the ironing board that I use has a fairly narrow end. This is really a boring ironing board compared to Aeric's, but it works. I'm going to lay the shirt over here like that, and I'm going to let that narrow end take the spot where my shoulder would go. Now, take a moment to look at the iron. This is a steam iron, and my wife has put this Teflon thing on here. She uses this for quilting, and for some reason that she likes that. I use a steam iron, and I also use a little spray bottle with water in it. And you want to use bottled water if the water is hard in your area, but otherwise you don't really need anything else depending on how you feel about starch. So we're going to do this as a no starch project. So first I'm going to just mist that, and what I hope to have is lots of fine drops out there. Okay, the iron is already hot. And I'm going to press it so that this part gets to looking good, and then I'm going to concentrate on the part here where the buttons go. I'm going to pull this end taut, and I'm going to pull against it with the iron so that it goes totally flat. You may need a little touch up here. Okay. Then I'm going to come back over the front. I'm holding the bottom with my left hand. Keep it taut. Remember, if it's flat and you iron it, that's good. But if you iron in a wrinkle, that's not good. And give that pocket a little extra hit there. Then move to the back along the same side. Put the shoulder thing up where you can keep the whole side tight. Make it flat with your hand. A little bit of water. And start your thing. Pulling it with your left hand to make it a little bit tight helps to keep the thing smooth. And then just look at it as you're going. Being able to see, like I can see a curved wrinkle here, so I'm going to pull tight on the outer end. And then, so the idea is, as you force that water to dry up rapidly, it kind of stiffens or freezes the fibers. So I move it over just enough that I can get the other part of the back, and I'm up against the side here. Another spritz. Pull it tight. Okay, here again you may be able to see pulling this edge, and then I work that corner just a little bit, and I want to get up to the top of that shoulders right there. Now we're on the front. Keep an eye out for little specks of lint, whatnot. Water. Now I'm working the iron, I don't know if you can see this, like this, in between the buttons, one at a time. Seems a little easier when I'm not trying to Get it on camera. Keep in mind that the part that goes in your pants doesn't really need to be ironed, you know. Get down to the shoulder part, make it flat, hit it with the iron, and it'll stay right where you left it. If you put a little starch on it beforehand, you can just spray it on while you're doing this, and that'll make it even more so. Now, that leaves the sleeves and the collar. This is a non-button down shirt. Button down, you could just open them up and then do this. A little more water. Object here. Make the collar inside and the collar outside one flat continuous thing. You may have to pull the corners to keep them from showing the wrinkles. There we go. A little tension across that. If you don't provide tension, then you tend to have a little more waffly appearance. Then all I gotta do is fold the collar down. Collar's done. The sleeves are all that's left. Put your sleeve down there. And this is, you're going to fold the shoulder down. Do this with your fingers. You want to avoid having a wrinkle underneath. So stretch this so that, for instance, I feel a little wrinkle there. I'm going to push on it and rub on it until it goes away. You want to feel it smooth. Okay? So, now, here again, I'm going to put a little tension with my left hand and I'm going to pull against it with the iron. And if I see something going the wrong way, I stop and fix it. Now, I'm not doing the cuff at this stage because I don't like the cuff to be flat like that. I'm going to flip this over, do the back of that sleeve, and this is where it pays off to make it smooth ahead of time. And I'm going after those little residual wrinkles that survived the first press. Okay, that's good. And even though I use the water, I still like to have the iron putting out steam. Okay, the other sleeve would be the same thing. Now, this is one thing that's peculiar to my way of doing this. I'm going to open out the cuff, lay it out there flat, and do it. And my intention here is to avoid having a crease that goes this way, because that crease will wear and it will look dirty before anything else does. At least that's the way it works on my body. So I try keep up. See, I'm pulling this side and I'm pulling the iron away from my hand. And I'm working that thing out to be smooth as I can. Okay. That's how I leave my cuffs, straight across, and then they can fold normally. When I wear the shirt, I don't have a hard line there that will wear out.